All right, so today we're diving headfirst into the world of coagulation operators.
Oh, yeah.
We've got your stack of RoleCatcher resources,
Mhm.
the career guide, the interview guide, even some sneak peeks into their AI platform.
Cool.
And today, we're going to help you absolutely nail that interview.
It's a really fascinating field, turning liquid rubber into the crumb rubber we see in everything,
Yeah.
from tires to playgrounds.
It's everywhere,
Yeah, it's more intricate than I think people even realize.
for sure. And this deep dive is all about giving you an edge.
Yeah.
So think of us as your interview prep team,
Okay.
walking you through not just the questions, but really how to make your answers stand out.
Right.
Plus, we'll sprinkle in some career insights from RoleCatcher's guides,
Love that.
so you can kind of see the bigger picture of this whole thing.
Before we jump into the questions, I think it's helpful to paint a picture
Yeah,
of what a coagulation operator actually does.
for sure.
So imagine you're on this bustling factory floor.
Okay.
You hear the hum of machinery all around you,
Oh.
filters, shaker screens, hammer mills,
Whoa.
all working together to transform raw latex into those essential rubber crumbs.
You're not just pushing buttons. You're really monitoring the entire process.
Right.
Making sure the consistency and moisture content meet those precise standards.
Exactly.
That's where the real skill comes in.
Absolutely. And that's something you'll want to emphasize throughout the interview.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's tackle the first question from the RoleCatcher interview guide.
Okay.
What inspired you to pursue a career as a coagulation operator?
Oh, that's a good one.
Now, I know it can be tempting to just say, good teller, job security. And,
Right. But think about what genuinely drew you to this field.
Uh-huh.
Is it the hands-on work, the problem-solving aspect?
Right.
The fact that you're creating a product that's used in so many applications?
Exactly.
That's the kind of passion that's going to resonate with interviewers.
And that's where I think RoleCatcher's AI can give you a boost.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Imagine this. You upload the job description, and their AI analyzes it, highlighting the specific skills the employer is looking for.
Wow.
It's like having a personalized cheat sheet,
Really?
helping you tailor your answers to what matters most
So you're saying for this role?
for that particular role.
Okay.
So let's say the job description emphasizes process optimization.
Mm-hmm.
You could talk about how you're fascinated by, fine-tuning the machine settings
Right.
and maximize output, minimize waste.
Yeah.
That's directly addressing their priority.
Exactly. It shows you've done your homework and you're thinking strategically about the role.
Next up, what do you understand about the role of a coagulation operator?
Okay.
Don't just regurgitate the job description.
All right.
This is your chance to showcase a deeper understanding.
I like that.
So you could mention how coagulation operators play a crucial role in quality control,
Uh-huh.
ensuring that those rubber crumbs meet specific standards
Yeah.
for, size, moisture content, overall consistency. And if you have any experience with similar roles or machinery, this is the time to bring it up.
Okay.
Even if it's not an exact match, you can highlight transferable skills
Oh, that's good.
and how they'll make you successful in this position.
Speaking of experience, the next question often kind of throws people off.
Yeah?
Describe your experience with coagulation testing equipment.
Ooh.
Now, don't just rattle off a list of names.
Right.
Think about specific challenges you've overcome
Okay.
with a particular machine,
Right.
or a time when your keen eye spotted a problem that others missed.
Yes, details.
Details matter.
They do.
Let's say you've worked with shaker screens before.
Okay.
Instead of just saying, I'm familiar with them, describe a time when you had to troubleshoot a blockage.
Right.
How did you identify the cause
Okay.
and the steps you took to resolve it?
It shows you're not just familiar with the equipment,
Mm-hmm.
but you understand its nuances, and you can handle those unexpected situations.
That segues nicely into the next question, which is all about accuracy and precision.
Uh-oh.
How do you ensure accuracy and precision in your work?
Ooh, big one.
This is key for a coagulation operator.
Yes,
They need to know that you're someone who takes quality control seriously.
absolutely. Talk about following those SOPs meticulously.
Right.
Mention double-checking readings, calibrating equipment,
Uh-huh.
those seemingly small actions that demonstrate your commitment to producing a high-quality product.
And think about any quality control improvements you've implemented in past roles.
Oh, that's great.
Sharing those highlights initiative and a dedication to exceeding expectations,
Yes.
which are highly valued traits.
Okay, now let's tackle a curveball question.
I like these.
What if a test result seems off?
Okay.
This one really tests your critical thinking skills.
Don't panic.
Right.
Instead, walk them through your thought process.
Oh.
Would you retest? Check for contamination?
Uh-huh.
Think back to any recent process changes that might have affected the results.
Interesting.
It's about showing you're not just following instructions. You're actively troubleshooting.
And that ties into something RoleCatcher emphasizes in their career guide, continuous learning.
Oh, for sure.
The rubber industry is constantly evolving, so staying up to date with new technologies and techniques is crucial.
Absolutely.
You can demonstrate that by mentioning any industry publications you follow,
Right.
online courses you've taken, or even your interest in shadowing more experienced operators.
Yeah.
It's about showing you're eager to learn and adapt,
Then grow.
which is a huge plus for any employer.
Now let's shift gears to safety.
Okay, safety is a big one.
How do you ensure compliance with safety protocols?
Don't just rattle off a list of rules here.
No.
This is where you show that safety is deeply ingrained in your work ethic.
Right.
Mention specific PPE. You're meticulous about a time you identified a potential hazard, took steps to correct it, or even a safety improvement you suggested that was implemented.
Proactive safety is impressive.
It is.
It shows that you're not just following the rules. You're actively contributing to a safer work environment.
For everyone.
For everyone.
Okay, another problem-solving question.
All right, let's hear it.
Can you describe a time you had to troubleshoot an issue with equipment?
Okay.
Choose an example where you faced a significant challenge.
Not just a minor hiccup.
Right, not just a quick fix.
Gotcha.
Walk them through the problem in detail, the steps you took to diagnose the issue, the solution you implemented, and the outcome.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to get specific
Yeah.
about the equipment and the technical aspects.
Okay.
Remember, it's not just about fixing the problem, but demonstrating your ability to remain calm under pressure.
Right.
Think critically and work independently to find solutions.
Let's move on to a question that assesses your commitment to professional development.
Okay?
How do you stay up to date with new developments in coagulation testing?
Good question.
Be specific here.
Don't just say you read industry journals. Mention the names of publications you follow, any online courses you've completed, or professional organizations you belong to. You could even talk about a recent industry development that caught your attention and explain why.
And if you've implemented any new techniques or technologies based on your research, that's definitely worth highlighting.
That's a great point.
It showcases initiative
Uh-huh.
and a desire to improve your skills.
Okay, now let's talk about teamwork.
All right, love it.
Describe a time when you had to train or mentor a coworker.
Okay.
Now, even if you haven't had a formal leadership role,
Right.
think about a time when you helped a colleague learn a new process or improve their skills.
I like that.
Focus on the approach you took, the challenges you faced, and the outcome.
Did your coworker successfully master the new skill?
Right.
Were there any setbacks?
And how did you overcome them?
It's all about demonstrating patience, empathy, and the ability to communicate complex information clearly and effectively.
Finally, let's address a question that's crucial in any fast-paced work environment.
All right, bring it on.
How do you prioritize and manage your workload in a busy setting?
Oh, this is a good one.
This one really tests your organizational and time management skills.
Describe your system for prioritizing tasks.
Okay.
Whether it's a to-do list, a scheduling app, or just a mental checklist.
Right.
Talk about how you allocate time for different tasks, handle unexpected interruptions, and stay focused even when things get hectic.
And if you've implemented any time-saving techniques or process improvements in the past, this is the perfect opportunity to share those.
It demonstrates a proactive approach to efficiency.
Yes.
And a commitment to that continuous improvement.
Before we move on to part 2, let's take a moment to appreciate the power of RoleCatcher's AI.
Okay.
It can actually analyze your video responses and provide personalized feedback
Wow.
on your tone, your pace, even your body language.
That's amazing.
It's like having a virtual interview coach
Really?
guiding you to present yourself in the most confident and compelling way.
We'll explore more of RoleCatcher's insights in the next part of our deep dive.
We will.
But for now, take a moment to reflect.
Yeah.
What excites you the most about the world of synthetic rubber and the role of a coagulation operator?
Good question.
Keep that passion in mind
Yes.
as we continue our journey.
We will?
It's fascinating how synthetic rubber has become so ubiquitous, isn't it?
It really is.
I mean, tires, medical devices, even sporting goods, it's everywhere.
It's true. And that's something to remember as you're prepping for your interview.
Right.
They're not just looking for someone who can operate machinery,
Yeah.
but someone who understands the impact of their work, that bigger picture.
Speaking of impact, let's dive back into the RoleCatcher interview guide.
Okay.
Question 11 asks, what challenges do you anticipate facing as a coagulation operator, and how would you address them?
This is where you can showcase your problem-solving skills and ability to think ahead.
Yeah, and it's also a chance to demonstrate your knowledge of the process itself. So think about potential issues.
Like what?
Equipment malfunctions, variations in the raw latex,
Ah.
even unexpected temperature or humidity changes impacting the coagulation process.
So many things to think about.
Right. But don't just list problems, explain how you'd approach each one.
Okay.
So would you consult the manufacturer's manual? A senior operator can conduct additional tests.
Right.
The more specific you are, the more prepared you'll seem.
That makes sense. Question 12 is all about teamwork.
Oh, teamwork's a big one.
Describe a time you had to work effectively as part of a team to achieve a common goal.
This is a classic interview question.
It is.
And it's particularly relevant for coagulation operators who often work closely with others on the factory floor.
For sure. Choose an example that highlights your communication skills,
Okay.
your ability to delegate tasks, and contribute to a positive team dynamic.
And talk about the outcome.
Did your team succeed?
What did you learn from the experience?
All right, this next one's a bit tricky. How would you handle a situation where a colleague wasn't following safety protocols?
Oh, that's a good one.
It's important to show that you take safety seriously and that you can handle interpersonal situations professionally.
It is a delicate balance.
So begin by emphasizing that safety is paramount in any industrial setting.
Yeah.
Then describe how you'd approach the situation.
So would you speak directly to your colleague, report it to a supervisor?
Okay.
The key is to demonstrate both your commitment to safety and your ability to handle those situations tactfully.
Question 14 gives you a chance to really shine.
Oh, I like these.
What are some ways to improve efficiency and productivity in a coagulation operation?
So think about ways to streamline processes, reduce waste, or optimize those machine settings we talked about earlier.
I like it.
You can draw inspiration from your past roles or even from RoleCatcher's Career Guide, which highlights process optimization and continuous improvement in the industry.
Absolutely. Presenting well-thought-out ideas demonstrates initiative and a commitment to excellence.
Yeah, qualities any employer would value.
Question 15 brings us back to the heart of the role. Can you explain the importance of quality control in the production of rubber crumbs?
Oh, this is all about seeing the bigger picture.
Right. Why does quality control matter?
Right.
Think about those end uses: tires, flooring, playground surfaces.
Yeah.
The quality of those products depends directly on the quality of the rubber crumbs.
Absolutely. And you could even mention specific industry standards
Oh, that's good.
that coagulation operators adhere to.
It shows your knowledge.
It showcases your in-depth knowledge.
Now, before we tackle the final set of questions, let's loop back to RoleCatcher's AI for a moment.
Oh, yes. The AI.
It's not just about finding the right answers,
Right.
but refining your delivery and getting that feedback.
So how does that work?
Imagine uploading your resume and a target job description.
Okay.
Their AI analyzes both, highlighting any skills gaps you might need to address to make your application stronger.
Like a personalized career coach.
And it goes further. It suggests relevant courses or certifications
Wow.
that can help fill those gaps, giving you a competitive edge.
That's amazing. Ready for our final round of interview questions?
Bring it on. Question 16 puts you back on that bustling factory floor.
Okay.
How would you handle a situation where a piece of coagulation equipment malfunctioned unexpectedly?
Another scenario-based question to assess your problem-solving skills under pressure?
Exactly, and demonstrate a calm and methodical approach.
Yeah.
You can mention following established troubleshooting procedures,
Right.
consulting equipment manuals, seeking help from senior operators or maintenance
And don't forget safety.
if the malfunction poses any immediate danger.
Right. Shut down the equipment and follow those emergency protocols.
Safety first. Let's talk communication.
Okay.
How would you effectively communicate with colleagues from other departments?
Like quality control or maintenance?
Exactly. Coagulation operators are part of a larger team.
Yes.
So being able to clearly and concisely communicate with those other departments is crucial.
I agree.
This is where you can showcase your ability to tailor your communication style to different audiences,
Right.
whether it's explaining technical details to engineers or giving progress updates to managers.
And don't forget to highlight your active listening skills.
Oh, that's important.
Effective communication's a two-way street.
Question 18 brings us back to the technical side.
Okay.
Can you describe your experience with maintaining and troubleshooting coagulation equipment?
This is your chance to showcase your expertise.
Think of specific examples of maintenance tasks you've performed.
Cleaning filters, replacing parts, calibrating sensors.
And don't just describe the tasks.
Right.
Explain the importance of preventative maintenance and how it can help avoid costly downtime.
You could share an example of a time you identified a potential problem.
Through routine maintenance.
Yes, preventing a major breakdown.
That's a great way to highlight your proactive approach.
It is question 19 shifts to your personal aspirations.
Okay.
What are your career goals?
And how does this coagulation operator role align with them?
This is your opportunity to show you've thought about your career trajectory and see this role as a stepping stone.
Do you want to specialize in a particular area of rubber processing?
Maybe move into a supervisory position or pursue further education.
Ooh, interesting.
And don't forget to connect your goals back to the company.
Do they offer internal training programs, opportunities for advancement?
Showing you've researched the company and see potential for growth within their structure is always a good move.
It is. And finally, question 20. Do you have any questions for us?
This is a good one.
Don't underestimate the power of this question.
No.
It's your chance to show genuine interest and that you've done your research.
Prepare thoughtful questions
that go beyond the basics.
You could ask about the company culture, their commitment to sustainability,
or their plans for future growth and innovation within the rubber industry.
Before we wrap up this part of the deep dive, I want to revisit an important point from RoleCatcher's career guide.
Okay.
The importance of networking.
Networking's huge.
Attending industry events, joining professional organizations, connecting with people on LinkedIn.
It's a great way to stay informed about the latest trends.
It's true. Building a strong network is essential for any career, and the rubber industry is no exception.
So as you're preparing for your interview, think about how you can leverage your existing network
and build new connections
within the industry.
And remember, RoleCatcher's AI platform is there to help you refine your resume, practice your interview skills, and gain that competitive edge.
Are you feeling more confident about tackling that coagulation operator interview now?
I hope so.
We've covered a lot of ground, from understanding the intricacies of the role to mastering those tricky interview questions. Wow, we've really journeyed through a lot of information.
We have, haven't we?
Getting you prepped for this coagulation operator interview.
From the intricacies of turning that liquid latex into the rubber crumbs we see everywhere.
It's amazing when you think about it.
Yeah, to mastering those tough interview questions.
It's been a lot.
Yeah. But before we wrap up, I think it's crucial to step back for a moment and reflect on the bigger picture.
The broader significance of this whole thing.
It really is remarkable how fundamental synthetic rubber has become to our modern world.
You know, it's true.
It really is. I mean, from the tires on our cars to the conveyor belts in factories, to the playgrounds where our kids play.
It's everywhere.
It's woven into the very fabric of our lives.
And at the heart of it all are the coagulation operators.
Right. Those skilled professionals who ensure the quality and consistency of those essential rubber crumbs.
Think about it. Every time you drive a car, walk on a rubber floor, or see a child bouncing on a playground,
you're seeing their work.
You're witnessing the impact.
Absolutely.
And that brings us to our final takeaway for you today.
As you step into that interview room, remember the impact of this role.
You're not simply seeking a job.
You're embarking on a career that touches countless lives.
Let your passion for this work shine through.
Absolutely.
In your answers, demonstrate your understanding of the role you'll play.
In creating the products that shape our world.
And with RoleCatcher's guides and AI platform,
you'll be well prepared to not just answer those questions,
but to make a lasting impression.
Remember, confidence is key.
Embrace the challenge.
And go out there and make your mark on the world of synthetic rubber.
I have no doubt you will.
This concludes our deep dive into preparing for a coagulation operator interview.
We hope this deep dive has equipped you with the knowledge and confidence to excel in your upcoming interview. Best of luck.